Ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday. Welcome to Finish the Story. I am your host, Keegan. I'm joined here by my co-host, producer, and best friend, Mr. Trent Ludzak. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing great.
Okay. All right.
I couldn't not be doing great at this moment. You've made sure that I'm doing great right now.
All right, man. So, I woke up today, man, and opened my phone and saw the video of this poor mama. So we've watched it before, right? The video, just the lady spinning. I played it at the beginning. Dude, that gets me every time.
Every single time. It's this video. There's two videos I know make me laugh every single time. And it's this video and it's the cat LSD experiment.
All right, so I was reading about this. So RIP to her equilibrium. It's probably never the same.
She can never walk normal again.
Never. But I was reading about this. So I didn't realize it was a 74-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that somebody's mama, dude, going into Interstellar.
They call her old lady Serpentine now.
Another thing I didn't realize, do you know what her injuries were to get Helivac'd out of there?
Was it like a bruise or something?
She broke her nose and her glasses. She fell down and her hip was sore. And she broke her nose and her glasses, and they were like, it's cool. She's like, I'm too sore. I don't think I can get down the mountain. And they're like, it's cool. We'll just Helivac you out of here.
That's wild, dude. Like, as somebody who recently hurt his face, I can't imagine...
Yeah, your injuries now are
I can't
worse.
imagine spinning into oblivion while my face hurts like that. What a terrifying idea.
Another thing that I read while I was reading it, that somebody was describing what happened on Reddit, and one of the comments under it was like, well, how do you fucking know? And he's like, because I'm one of those people. I'm a rescue guy, and in their training videos, this is what they show of what not to do.
Yeah. Somebody got fired.
Oh, for sure. She couldn't see. So she only had a limited view. So when they interviewed her, she said that she thought the helicopter was going down.
Oh, no. That's way scarier.
Yeah, dude. She thinks it's like a regular, I'm getting out of here. All of a sudden, she's like, dude, we're dying.
Like, she was shocked when she woke up at the hospital?
I'm sure when she woke up from wherever universe she was in, whatever dimension she got spun to. I mean, the gravitron is disorientating. I can only imagine.
That lady probably lost half of her vocabulary. like she
got $450,000.
Almost
$500,000. I was like, dude, she needs at least $500,000
to never be able to walk in a straight line again. Yeah. That's not really worth it.
No,
bro.
You wouldn't take that payout though. If they said, we're going to hook you up, you had to do that.
If it was that or nothing.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll take it. But it's like, man, I got shafted on this trade a little bit.
Yeah.
Although, what if she, tried to start a podcast now? She's like, all right, well, let's get internet famous now.
I mean, dude, she just was too old. If it happened to anybody else. Dude, talk about internet famous. Some guy killed the vibe. I got my haircut today. You want to talk about killing the vibe in a barbershop?
What did he do?
This fucking dude shows up. First off, whatever. Maybe he had his wife and his kid comes in. It's like, all right, bro. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fine. Then he busts out a giant light on a tripod. And me and the dude cut my hair like, yo, what is happening over there? He starts doing influencer haircut. He's talking on live why he's getting his haircut.
Dude, that would, the whole barbershop I would start talking to my guy as loud as possible to make sure that I'm hurt. And I would just say crazy stuff.
Yeah. Just start saying shit that's going to get him flagged on YouTube.
I would say stuff that his kid is going to go to school and get in trouble for tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought about playing music. No,
just play Freebird on a loop.
Yeah. You're about to get copyright strike. It was just the most bizarre thing to see. And then it was I realized he was a family influencer because the whole reason his wife was there was after he got his haircut, she sat down in the barber chair and they put the thing on her and she was like, I'm going to get my haircut. And then they all started laughing. And I was like, dude, this just... You're killing the vibe in the barbershop.
Imagine killing the vibe in every place you go ever.
And he was too old. He was like
how? Yeah,
50.
50.
That's what I'm saying. It was like, dude, you're way past influencer time. You're grasping and like let it go, dude. You missed it. You missed the boat.
How old's the kid, by the way?
Too old to be sucking on his thumb and hanging on his mom. He was like one of those kids 10 going on 2. You know what I'm saying? Like he's probably still breastfeed. So I was like, dude, that kid is creepily close to the mom.
Those are the videos that they really are getting paid for.
Dude, it was like a live, like the Here Comes the Boom. It kind of felt like that. I was like, this family, if I looked them up, I probably hate them.
I feel like morally speaking, I would have to do something to ruin their day.
It was shocking
if I saw those.
I've never seen it in like real, like happening in front of me.
If I was a barber and a guy came in and started doing that shit, I would ruin his hair.
So I was like, is the barber in on it? Because that's a lot to ask somebody. Yeah. Just, hey, while you're doing your job, we're gonna go live to whoever the fuck watches this.
You better tip me 1,000% for this.
Imagine just watching somebody get their hair cut. Like, how lonely are you? That's crazy to me.
I mean, don't knock it till you try it, Keegan.
Your whole algorithm is just haircuts.
I just watch people get their haircuts, yeah.
Somebody has a fetish for that, for sure.
There's some people jerking off to haircuts.
Absolutely, dude.
If you're jerking off to haircuts, hit us in the comments.
Yeah, no king shame, dude. Hey, I've had a lot of people commenting on movies they've lied about. People coming clean, dude. People like, I've told everybody my whole life I've seen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Titanic was one that came up.
Titanic. I honestly, I don't think I've seen that front to back.
It was a girl.
I've seen
I've
parts.
lied my whole life.
Whoa.
Hanging out with the ladies. He was like, of course I've seen that.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the whole part that's worth seeing.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the half that when the ship goes down. But like that first half, I just can't. I don't care.
Yeah, I saw it. That was the first movie I saw in the theaters that was just like, oh my God, how long is this fucking movie, dude?
Bro, that's
For
the
boobs? That wasn't it, dude. I was like, this is not a fair trade-off.
The boobs were an hour and a half ago. I'm still here.
Yeah.
The boobs were one full movie ago.
Yeah. Can't be in here for this long. This is crazy.
What's the worst movie for that I've ever seen was definitely the third Lord of the Rings movie. Because that movie just keeps ending for like 45 minutes.
Well, and especially now they have like the extended director's autistic cut where you're like, holy shit, it's 9.5 hours.
You've got like the cast eating lunch just added in for length. Just padding runtime.
Yeah, these are the hot mic racist jokes they told in orc outfits.
The number of offensive dwarf jokes that were made on that set.
Actually, I would pay extra for that. That would be awesome.
For sure. Absolutely.
It's like I would love to see like a whole blooper reel of Colin Farrell as the Penguin because you know he was acting up on set. Did you see the video of him getting in the makeup for that?
I mean, yeah, it was a task, I'm sure.
Holy shit, like 4 or 5 hours.
Because you can barely tell it's him.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because you got to think it's 4 or 5 hours. So they show like a time lapse. And then it's like he's just sitting there like getting into it. And then as soon as they have a video of him when he like first was in the makeup, it's so creepy, dude. He's like instantly another person.
Yeah.
Like everybody around him's like, it's creeping me out, dude.
I mean, it's a pretty good show. I liked it.
I can't believe that we haven't done that sooner. I can't believe that's the first like comic book spinoff that's worked like that, where you get a complete backstory 8 episodes into a villain.
I feel
like they try to put
Marvel kind of did that a few years ago with like what the fucking Loki. There's some
just
other one
for children. I feel
correct.
like it's very childish. DC's at least I like emo Batman. You know, like let's get dark.
Yeah.
With it. You know, emo Penguin.
I like Batman that looks like he might Kurt Cobain himself.
Yeah, he's either gonna save me or kill himself, dude. I don't know.
But I like
he jumps off the building with you. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, I like that gamble. The vibe is fun, you know?
No, dude, my favorite part of that Batman is when he beats the fuck out of that guy. The first time you see him and he's just on top of him, just beating him.
I only watched the movie once.
Yeah, when you go back and
seen it in a while.
Let me tell you this. Since I've quit drinking, boy, I've been going back and rewatching movies. I missed everything.
Yeah.
It's like I've never seen them before.
That's
crazy.
why I like rewatching movies.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I miss stuff until like the fourth or fifth watch most of the time.
Oh, yeah, and if I am near a phone, I don't comprehend shit.
Yeah.
I have to do subtitles.
It takes me like 5 years to fully watch a movie.
We have to do subtitles because we got to turn the TV down once we put the babies down.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've always been kind of a subtitles guy. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to miss anything, and that way you just make sure you don't.
I was anti-subtitles, and then Christina really likes them, and then now I understand the ways. I understand the way of the subtitles. I like it.
Get used to it.
I do. I like it. Once you get used to it, it is
superior
nice.
watching.
Because
you
older
don't.
movies,
sometimes somebody says something like way off in the background that you never would have caught.
Mm-hmm. I like the song title too. Like when a song plays, it tells you what song it is, so you're not like, what fucking song is that? Yeah, it also helps sometimes where it reminds you of the character name, depending on what you're watching. You're like, oh yeah, that is that bitch's name.
Yeah, I used to watch entire shows and not know any of the characters' names.
I watched the entire Game of Thrones. I couldn't tell you who was fucking who.
It wasn't until season 4 probably that I figured out some of those names.
Yeah, I dated a girl that would write it down, and I'm like, it is not that serious. You do not need a like fucking flashcards,
bro,
for fake people.
Taking notes on a show. God,
she was trying to do it in secret. I was like, what are you doing? What are you writing over there?
That lady must have had a problem with The Sopranos, you know?
Sopranos is tough keeping it.
Bro, that lady watching The Wire trying to figure out how to spell some of those.
Dude. Yeah, The Wire. The web of The Wire. The Wire is so good, though.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was a COVID show for me.
I think that's about when I watched it, too.
Mm-hmm. When I had COVID, I watched Lord of the Rings. Now every time I see it, I have like a physical response to it. It's kind of like I've only watched How I Met Your Mother when I'm hungover. I think that has a lot to do with like my self-loathing of that show.
I watched most of that in the army.
The show is not good.
No,
it's not fucking good.
I really came around to like being like, this is so. It's like obnoxiously formulaic. I feel like
people like that.
Yeah,
I mean that's
why people like Friends. Yeah,
The Office, Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec is I liked a little bit more.
I did too, but I realized my hatred for The Office can be seen, and you know what I mean. When you watch Parks and Rec with somebody, you're like, oh, this is just the one for me. Like this is the same thing, but the one.
But for me, this is
this is the one I like.
I like the characters in this one because that's what it is.
He's funny.
Yeah,
yeah. I wouldn't watch the Halloween.
The Parks and Rec. I haven't watched it
Pikitis.
in a long time. I'm more likely to return to 30 Rock because 30 Rock is a great show.
30 Rock is really underrated, and it's just joke.
I don't know. It's pretty. I've never heard, I think, anybody say something bad about 30 Rock.
I just mean not a lot of people have seen it. Like I feel like not as many people have seen it as should. Like for as good as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It should be. It should be what The Office is.
Right. Yeah, people making an entire personality out of it.
That's 30 Rock deserves that.
Yeah.
Like we need some people walking around like Tracy Morgan.
The Office. What was I just never thought it was funny.
Going to Dr. Spaceman.
Yeah. Tracy Morgan too. It's like I think these really happen. I think these are real events.
It feels like it might be a lot of the time.
Like, I don't think he's acting.
Oh boy. By the way, we've gone 14 minutes since we brought up the lady who spun around. You said there's more context, and I just realized we haven't gotten into that at all.
The context was I thought she was...
it was just the age? You didn't know it was an old lady?
No, I didn't know that she didn't have, like, broken legs. Like, that sucks so fucking bad to have, like, broken glasses.
I can't see very well, so I'm going to take a helicopter.
No worries.
Oof.
Dude, sucks.
Yeah,
that's like somebody leg dropping you when you have a broken back. Just like, hold on, dude, let me fucking elbow drop you real quick. Oh. She got paid though.
She did.
I mean, but it took fucking 3-4 years. 3-4 years when you're 74.
That's a lot.
that's like 12 years for a regular person, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, you start aging like dogs as you go.
Yeah, dude, especially that generation. They got fucking took by the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. Well, and like they were alive when the food turned into poison.
I think it happened quick too.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty fast.
It's about when they took the seeds out of watermelon. I feel like
it was the cocaine era. Come on.
I know it's fucking eating.
Guys, it's fine. We don't need that much of this stuff.
I think it's when people started looking at the bottom lines and really seeing, you're like, bro, let's just move it to Mexico. Let's fucking get the fuck out of here. Who gives a shit if it's American made? They're like, we can just lie. Like, yeah, I saw the whole thing. I did you see that picture of all like Donald Trump and all them on the plane after UFC, and they had the McDonald's? And they had, oh, dude.
Oh, wait, from back in the day?
No, it's a new picture.
It's recent? No.
And it's RFK Jr., and he's just sitting in front of a Coca-Cola and a Big Mac, and he looks like, dude.
He's like, what the fuck, dude? This is not.
Dude, he's like, bro, for real? We're really going to take this fucking picture, dude? They got me on fucking TV. I'm being the health czar. But RFK Jr. McDonald's, dude. He looks like he got forced at gunpoint. Oh, yeah. It's so funny. The look on his face.
Is this it? Where's he at? Oh, yeah, he doesn't look happy. That's the fakest smile I think I've ever seen somebody do.
Oh, yeah. It's like where you're like, these fucking nerds. They made sure to put the Coca-Cola in front of him.
Yeah.
The optics. It would only be better if he was on like a bearskin rug.
Yeah, well, he's fine with. Did you ever hear the story about him and the dead bear?
Yeah, dude.
Where he dropped it in the park? I mean,
I saw somebody who had tweeted like the year that it happened, why the fuck is there a bear in the park? And then like the guy retweeted and goes, found my answer.
Man, what a crazy life that guy must
Dude,
just
unreal.
Like if you're encountering dead bears like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not.
No,
I've never seen a dead bear in my life.
And the way he tells that story, I think it's just crazier in his voice. Like while he's telling it, you're just like, what the fuck is this story?
Yeah.
Do you think he's ever done karaoke?
There's got to be one time. He has to have done it once.
That would be.
What song do you think he sang?
Zombie by Cranberries.
I can't think of a better song than that. That's. I think you nailed it.
Oh, that would be fucking amazing, dude.
It would be funny to hear him try like My Heart Will Go On.
I was thinking, I want to dance
like
with
try
somebody.
and hit something real hard. Yeah.
I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, dude.
How crazy is it that he's married to Larry David's wife from Curb?
Yeah, I don't know. I never really put that together.
Did you not realize that?
No, dude. Maybe it's all an episode.
That's who he's married. He's married to Cheryl from... That's why people say that. Cheryl! Cheryl!
Cheryl. The vaccine, Cheryl. It's fucking crazy, dude. I'll agree with him and be like, dude, write it down and get somebody else to say it. Write it down, dude, and get somebody else to say it. Because it sounds like dog shit coming out of your mouth, dude.
You should tweet this. You got
He's the first politician that's on tweet only. He starts talking, everybody's like, boo, stop.
You got more. See, you're like a governor. You have the voice of a shadow governor. Like you should be pulling the strings from behind, maybe, you know?
Oh my god. Yeah, that voice is rough, dude. Even when I agree with him, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
How cool do you think it would hurt or help you if you had that voice for stand-up?
Probably help you.
It sounds painful.
It does.
It sounds like it hurts him to talk.
Mm-hmm. It probably does. That man is probably supposed to have been dead.
Yeah.
They're like, Jesus Christ, we put a worm in his brain. Like, this guy's fighting through everything.
If he had just kept taking those vaccines, we would have got him.
I mean, I saw that everybody was like, he's wearing a black undershirt under his white dress shirt. And I'm like, guys, that's a bulletproof vest.
That is.
My man is scared for his life. He's slanted roofs everywhere he goes.
Yeah. Yeah, shit might get weird real quick.
He's like, Cheryl, no laser pointers. Yeah, dude. Trump's going to have to walk around in a bubble. At least till January.
I mean, the whole time probably.
Yeah.
Because it feels like, I mean, I don't want to speculate, but...
He's got it from all angles. Think about all these witches at coffee shops.
Dude,
casting spells, dude.
You would think that these people would figure out that their rocks don't work when bullets aren't working.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. So yeah, you watched The Penguin though, finally?
I did.
I'm so glad you did.
I waited for it to finish and then I binged it.
That's the way to do it, because I had to wait on the last 2 episodes and I fucking hated it.
I'm waiting on Dune to finish.
Yeah, I don't even want to read the reviews. I'm scared.
It's only 6 episodes.
So
I'm scared too.
Is it already out?
The first episode is.
I don't even want to.
I know the star rating because I've looked
What
it
is
up.
it?
On the first episode, 8.2 last time I checked, which is not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. I don't want to get overly excited. So what did you think about the penguin, the girl in the penguin? Sophia. What did you think?
What, like as a character?
Yeah.
I mean, that actress has perfect eyes for a crazy lady. Mm-hmm. And really knocked it out of the park being a crazy, like a lady-driven crazy. I thought it was a good story arc.
Yeah.
Interesting
But she
story
shoots
arc.
the guy at the table. That was fucking. That's when I was like, I'm on board with this chick. The only thing that kept taking me out of it, and the girls at my work were talking about, they were like, how sexy her haircut was.
Oh yeah, when she became like like the rat haircut.
She got the fucking Better Help mullet. Like I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? She got the barista bob, dude.
Damn.
The girl at work was like, I thought it was sexy. I said, then you cut your hair like that. Like, you know you wouldn't, because it's ugly as hell. Her titties were out. Every time they showed her titties were out.
That's what
that
it was.
Attractive. I was
Correct.
like, y'all are lying to yourselves, dude. That haircut was tragic.
It looked
every time, dude. They showed it. I was like, bro, get out of here. Yeah, put Sophia Falcone mullet, dude. It was bad. It's purposely bad, right?
Bro,
that fucking thing, dude. Put that one top left. That fucking... Yeah. Look
bro.
at that fucking... Christina was like, it's not that bad. I was like, you're fucking lying, dude.
I mean...
Yes, look at that. I mean... Hot as the day is long, bro. That dress is killing it, man.
Correct.
But
it's doing all the heavy lifting, though.
all of it. It's all the heavy lifting, brother. That hair is just not great. And you know what's tragic is that's going to spark a wave of girls that are going to go through a breakup and get that haircut and then look back on it. You're in the blunder years currently. You're currently in Jinko jeans. I'm telling you. As somebody who's gone through it. I thought frosted tips were cool, dude. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we've all made some questionable. I had a studded belt phase in high school, you know.
I had the fucking hemp necklace, you know.
Oof, yeah.
With bottle caps in it, baby. Before I was old enough to drink.
Whoa.
Boom. Puka beads.
That's a sign of a nice house, a good household, you know.
Oh yeah, that one was in the old backpack. Came out when I left the house.
Had to keep that hidden.
Yeah. Get rolled up at the movies. What the fuck are you wearing? Hey, Dad, didn't know you were off work.
Oops.
I did that one time.
Really?
Dude. Little Keegan was like 15 years old, getting dropped off at the movies. Little baby Keegan, right? I'm like, Dad leaves later, right? Did not know he was just running down the street and was going to stop back by the Chinese place to get my mom some to-go food. So he comes rolling back through to go to the Chinese place. I come hopping out of an SUV full of smoke, like, dude, getting dropped off from buying a bag of weed.
Ooh.
Jump out of the car, literally, like, I am so stoned, and look over, and there's my dad's car, and he's just going,
Just nuked immediately.
dude, walking, trying to get sober, and fucking 3 footsteps to a car, and then going, he's like, what are you doing? What car was that? And then trying not to lean in the window, because I know I just...
Oh, he could smell it already.
Oh, yeah. It was just a fight of, he's like, all right, I'll be back. Just like, I don't even want to deal with this right now.
Yeah, he's just, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend like I don't just smell that giant bag of weed and fucking that bag of beasters in your pocket.
Not even a bag, just a handful.
It was the ones that didn't even Ziploc. It was that rolled, like, the
like
sandwich
the old
bag.
schools. Yeah,
that
yeah.
you licked.
Oof.
Yeah, that thing, you might as well just have it in your hand, dude. You might as well just put weed in your pocket, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I would have, that's what, all right, so I'm trying to explain to these girls though, that make these terrible fashion choices or bad tattoos, that I lived through it and I'm looking back on it like, dude, I had frosted tips, Jinkos.
We've all made mistakes.
And they don't see it.
I dyed my hair black once in high school.
No, you didn't, dude.
I sure did.
How long was it?
It looked terrible.
Oh.
It wasn't long. I wasn't allowed. I grew my hair out because I wasn't allowed to grow it out at all when I was a kid.
I see that.
So after the army, I was like, let's see what happens.
You did. What was the haircut with the jet black?
It was like here. It was like starting to kind of be long a little. It was not good.
I did the
it
messy,
looked
the
bad,
messy,
dude.
Frosted tips. I also did it where you dyed the top and then it turned orange. That white trash bleach job. I mean, Eminem hit, bro. That was huge.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
it wasn't your fault.
I couldn't. I was only a kid.
Blame Detroit.
Blame MTV. That's it. They made it look so cool. But you think you're cool. You're not cool. You look back on it. Like, there's pictures of me and Lil Jon that I look back on. I'm like, burn that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude. You're so awkward.
I scroll through when Facebook gives me memories. I delete it 85% of the time.
Mine's like an Atmosphere lyric. I'm like, dude, get out of here, bro.
Man, I got a couple of those too. Don't worry.
Slug was a poet. Yeah, man.
Oh,
You should have constant memories that just take you down a peg.
it happens so much.
You need that, dude.
Oh, fuck.
It's good for you.
So Facebook it started sending you notifications for memories from messages.
No, I don't want any part of that.
Dude, here's the thing. It's just a notification. It's like, here, we're reading your messages. That's basically what it's saying.
Yeah, saying, we've been spying on you. Peculiar note right here.
Hey, remember this conversation from 4 years ago? You're like, what?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just letting you know.
Yeah, just letting you know. Be like, hey, just so you know, we've always been reading.
Yeah, just so you know, we won't tell a soul.
Keep you updated, though.
Yeah, that's literally them just flexing for you.
Here's the thing. It happened once. I was like, this is upsetting. And then it happened again yesterday.
I don't like that.
Keeping
tab. I mean, but you have to know everything
you know
that you
they're
put
doing
online.
It. You already know they're doing
everything you look at, everything you put online.
Somebody saved it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just got to go in. Just let them know you're a freak when you're looking at porn. That's what I'm about, dude.
I only use incognito because I don't want to get ads for stuff related to the porn.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was one night I was on coke. No. I don't like that.
Because that they're reading. Incognito does not protect you from anything except for it doesn't keep the information where you'll be advertised.
Where's that on Instagram?
Incognito?
Yeah, because I tried to show Christina something, and my fucking algorithm was just butts, dude.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
You're like, Jesus, my fault. Dude.
It's crazy because it takes.
I clicked on one camel toe video. Jesus Christ!
It takes.
Now I'm a perv.
It takes seeing one to fill your feed with that, and then it takes months to fucking clear
you have to diligently.
You have to try.
Mm-hmm. Cat video.
Yeah.
just fighting with it. God damn it.
Yeah.
I mean,
mine's still every once in a while.
heaven forbid you hit one horny scroll, dude.
Yeah.
One horny scroll and punished for 2 months.
No, you got to jerk off before you get on Instagram.
Have to. That's how you start. Hey, what's going on? How you been? Yeah, not great. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that. There's a lot going on with. You have to. That's what I was telling Christina though. You have to stay up with it. Now that we have kids, we have to know enough so that they can't just completely own us on devices. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you got to know what the workarounds are so you can try to get ahead of those.
Yeah, I told you.
Well, and you got 2 of them that are going to be working together to figure it out.
I didn't tell you they started talking. So we have a video I'll show you after this of us. We're holding them, and her mom, my mother-in-law's in town. She was filming, and they were like, Ava would coo and like talk, and then Emma would just die laughing, and then coo back to her. I'm like, they're holding a conversation.
That's so fun.
It's crazy. They talk to each other. And it's like now they're starting to realize the other one's there.
They're like, oh,
we're fucked when they start crawling, dude.
Yeah, you guys are
it's gonna happen so quick.
Split up. They can't get us both.
We're gonna have to tie them together, dude. Just fucking chain.
Bro, you might have to old school ball and chain them. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely putting a bell.
Put it. Yeah.
Like a cat.
Put an anchor in the middle.
Oh, you have a cat? That's my baby. Where'd that come from?
I was gonna say, put an anchor in the middle of the living room, and then you can tie them to a leash so that they can't.
Air tag, tie them to a tree outside. We're letting them get some air.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I mean, your cat is on a leash. I imagine you're gonna be a leash dad.
Depends on where I'm at. If I take them to like Disney World, for sure. I got 2 of them. Christina's got to take a dump or something. I'm in trouble, dude.
Yeah.
I'm starting to time her shits now. hey.
You
Don't
can't
be in there scrolling for 25 minutes. Yeah. Leave me out here with these heathens.
Man, you're going to have such a nightmare time coming up.
I don't know if it gets...
How close are they to crawling, by the way?
I don't know. I think a couple months. We were talking about having a kid-proof the house. I don't even know where to fucking start. I was like, what do we put on like a coffee table? Pool noodles?
Sure.
I say we just put them in a bubble. Just like a little hamster thing.
Yeah. Or get them what's it called? A Zorb?
What is that?
Zorbing babies.
I don't know what that is. What is a Zorb? I might be getting a Zorb. Yeah, like the dude from fucking Flaming Lips.
Yeah, get a couple of Zorbs. Mm-hmm. And I would say because they're going to grow so fast, you should get a bigger one than they need at the beginning. You know, like clothes.
Let them grow into it. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking who knows, man. Child-proofing a house is just like, I don't even know where to begin with that.
Or you could just
because now they put down
fittest.
Potatoes. We just put them down, you know.
And
they'll scream, but you can turn the monitor on and you can go like full close if you need to. Put them in the swing. We're doing sign language. That's fun.
What?
Yeah, you do sign language with little kids, like with babies, and they'll be able to sign before they can talk. Oh. So you do like up, you do like all done, you do different things, and like they don't sign back to us, but when you do up, they smile and like put their hands up now.
Oh,
so they're like figuring it out.
They're like, okay, that means that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So they're like dog phase.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's fun though. I like signing. I like learning how to sign. I'm like, this is fun. Yeah, I read. Dude, you got to stay off Reddit as a parent because as soon as you're like, I'm like, how cute is this? I'm gonna teach them sign language. They're gonna know sign language. The first Reddit story I fucking read was a lady who was like, don't teach your baby sign language. I was like, why? She said that she took her baby into the doctor's office and they were giving the baby shots and she was looking over to her mom going, all done, all done. please, all done. And she was just like, oh, baby, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I was like, I got to get off of Reddit.
I mean, the best policy for every person in the world is to stay off Reddit. Reddit is crazy.
It is. It is. It's not great. I can't go on Twitter. I'm off Twitter.
Yeah, I'm off. I've been off Twitter
for a while.
Well, I lost my Twitter account. Every once in a while, I get
what do you mean
confirmation codes to change my password.
I thought you got kicked off Twitter.
And I don't know the password.
What did you say? What did you? Like I can't go within 10 feet.
No,
of Twitter.
I just lost my password, and somebody else has it clearly, and I don't care.
No, it's not worth it.
No, because Twitter, I don't know. I got into Twitter during the pandemic. Heavy on Twitter.
That's a bad time to get into it.
It sure is.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Doom scrolling, man.
Yep.
I think it's a bad time right now.
It's a bad time. It's always social media is bad, Keegan.
Yeah. Well, that's why we've been trying to get into Legos or just anything else because we don't want them watching the screens.
Yeah.
Dude, we had a kid at the brewery the other day, started crying. I asked the lady, like, oh, how old is your kid? She's like 3 months. Dude, as soon as this kid started fussing, they just stuck an iPad in its face. I was like, yikes.
Yeah, not great.
Didn't even try. Mom, dad sucking down beers. Like, we're not even going to fucking try. Dude, shut up. It's our time. You shut your mouth.
Man, that's got to be a sad work environment. I mean, but you really are. You're kind of getting a crash course on how not to parent all day, every day at work.
Parents fucking suck, dude.
When I worked in breweries, I had a hard stance on this. Children should not be allowed inside of breweries, period. It is an establishment built around alcohol. Very specifically not for kids. If you bring your kids to a brewery, you're a monster. And you should be hung in the public square.
See, I don't mind this take, though. I don't mind. Because I've seen, dude, we had kids. I'm literally taking an order the other day. And out of the corner of my eye, I just see a child jump off the brick wall that's at the other. And I'm just like, I looked at my manager like, dude. It's literally not only are people drinking, getting a little rowdy, everybody's walking around on concrete floor with glass.
Yeah.
Like pint glasses.
Yeah. Those get dropped a lot, I bet.
I mean, I don't mind kids there, but the both parents getting drunk. First off, who's driving these children home? I mean, secondly, don't just let their kids go like it's a fucking playground. It's like, dude, no.
I mean, Keegan, you've seen me drunk reading.
Yes.
In fact, you're the first person that's ever told me that you've seen me go from reading mode to like looking up and then realizing how drunk I am and being like, whoa, because that happens a lot.
Yeah.
I can read pretty hammered, right? I can read past where I can walk straight. As soon as a child is around, I can't read.
Done. Yeah, they let them go, dude. They just let
It's crazy. Yeah, because you're I'm like, well, I'm sitting just minding my own business, which seems like the thing that children tend to gravitate towards fucking up.
Oh, yeah. It's like cats. How cats go to the person that's allergic to them. Yeah, kids go to the people that hate them.
Yeah.
Dude, they were sitting there with Cards Against Humanity cards, just doing 52 card pickup outside. Just watching, being like, God damn it. And then I had to fucking
It's crazy that kids can go to breweries.
Bro, I had to negotiate with the kids. I had to clean up last night. I'm trying to close the brewery, and I'm negotiating with the kids to get the kids stuff up. I was like, dude, I have to put these. Like, no. I was like, all right, I'll give you 5 minutes. Let me roll the turf up. And then I'm like, what am I'm fucking negotiating with the terrorists out here, dude. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't get why, like, you don't bring your kids to a bar.
People do that.
I guess I've been to bars when I was a kid, but it was always like a bar with a restaurant attached in some way.
Yeah.
There was one time
You gotta have chicken fingers.
Nah, I did go to a.
You gotta have at least got chicken. If you bring a kid, they better be chicken fingers and maybe mozzarella sticks.
I did go to one bar when I was a kid to watch my cousin play music. I think.
Okay, that's
when I was
cool.
like real young, and it was like a dive bar.
Oh, that was smoking too inside.
I think so.
Guaranteed, dude. If you were little, that's
yeah, probably.
It's crazy to think that people smoked around kids. Like that's.
I mean, I wasn't like little. I was probably like 11 or 12.
I mean, my mom used to smoke in the car with us, with the windows cracked in the winter, like just a little where she could barely get that cigarette out.
Just get the ash out.
Yeah. She has those Capri menthol ultralights, some little skinny bitches.
I used to be so good, like I could flick it through the gap.
Yeah, that's some dad shit, dude. I
was pretty good. Those roll down windows.
Yeah. My dad, dude, I will never forget. One of the first times I saw my dad, and I was like, who is this fucking person? You know, because my dad didn't tell us shit about like his younger life. Like as we got older, more and more got revealed to you, you know? And then once we became adults, the real stories came out and he was telling. But I remember being a kid and my dad one time was talking to somebody and he did a cigarette trick. He blew a smoke ring. Oh. And like, I just remember looking at him like, who the fuck are you, dude? Over here doing bar tricks.
That takes practice.
And then it was like, I had said something. It was Steve. I said something to Steve. I was like, damn, I've never seen him do that. He's like, yeah, he used to own Hemingway's, dude. He owned a bar. He had plenty of time of smoking indoors.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad. Here's my dad. When I first was like, my dad's like, oh, okay. Yeah. I get it. It was like a big family get together. I've told you I have a big
giant family get together, dude.
So it's like my dad, like 8 of his siblings and their spouses, and they're gonna like go to dinner. They have a reservation, and
dude, they're gonna mob a restaurant with 20 people.
And sometimes what'll happen is like two or three families will rent like these condos that are right by each other.
Yeah, that's fun.
So, like, you'll have, like, a couple condos or, like, a log cabin or something. So we were all, like, we're hanging out. We're the cousins. There's a few younger kids, and then there's, like, I'm, like, fresh out of the Army. I'm, like, 22 or something like that.
Okay, I was about to ask. Where are we at on age?
It's winter. The beer is on the porch because that's what you do. You put it out on the deck because it's cold out there, and you
no
don't
cooler needed.
Yeah,
God damn,
exactly.
That's nice.
So there's just a few cases out there, and my dad, they're right about to leave to go to the restaurant, and they're like, "Okay, you guys watch them." He's like, "Make sure that nothing happens to the little kids, you know, whatever. Help yourself to the beers." And then my dad opens the thing, he grabs a beer, and then he turns and he yells, "Does anybody want a roadie?" And then he ends up bringing like 5 beers for. They're just all drinking and driving, going to the restaurant. I'm like, okay,
that's awesome. First off, he didn't say, "Does anybody want it?" He said, "Roadie."
No, he knows what it is.
First rodeo. This is a trained professional.
I have drank in the car with my dad before.
That rules.
Hunting, dude. You go out there. You're out on like the back dirt roads. It doesn't matter. There's no cops out there.
I'll tell you, I have a friend who was always letting us drink in the car. Go to a show, his wife was driving, everybody's cracking natties.
It's the best part about Tennessee.
Louisiana as well. Louisiana, you can get like a Wet Willie's to go drink, and they put tape over the thing. I did know that. Yeah. Yeah. Don't you fucking drink this on the way home. I swear to God.
Do you pinky promise?
Yeah, I was just about to say, fucking officer, he fucking pinky promised, dude. That's on his car.
That toothless young man seemed like a straight shooter to me.
Hey, that ID seemed legit.
I took him at his word, you know?
Dude, I got shopped the other day. They tried to catch your boy.
Wait.
Speaking of stings.
They tried to get you with a child?
Underage. I got stung. Dude.
They got you?
They almost got me. So, dude, I'm at work, stoned to the bone, allegedly. It's early in my shift, right? So I'm like fucking trying to level out. And this dude comes up and he comes to the bar, doesn't get in line. I'm like, all right, that's kind of weird, right? Big dude, like probably like 6 foot. He's like, yo, let me get a light beer. I'm like, all right, let me see your ID. So he like hands me his ID. He has a beard and mustache. I look at his ID, go to hand it back. As he's taking it, I like grab it again. I'm like, wait, 2004. Like, I was like, dude, you're fucking 20. I was like, I like handed it back to him. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And he like laughed and he goes, you passed. Passed what? He's like, the inspection. He's like, I'm on the underground. He's like, laughed because I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Hell, I mean, that's the response you want.
Yeah. It was like, but I was thinking, I was like, damn, if this guy would have came in and got in line and been like the 4th or 5th person in line, I don't know. Because he was 6 foot tall and had facial hair.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm glad. Because I handed it back to him and then was like, wait, 2004. Because you will look and not register what you're looking at because you're doing it so much.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I was like, bro, this guy almost got me, dude.
Yeah.
Almost got me. I don't think in the city of Marietta they don't do it, but I know in Cobb County, if you serve somebody and it's this like the city of Cobb County comes in, they'll put you in fucking handcuffs.
Whoa.
Yeah, you underage serve somebody because they want to make an example out of you.
Whoa.
So like they arrest you, you get a fine, the restaurant gets fined. It's a big fucking deal. But I don't know if the city of Marietta is like that. But I know that they fine the fuck out of the restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I know that. They do that everywhere.
I think they would, like, do I have to pay that?
You got to pay something, I'm sure.
I'll fucking disappear.
I think it's you both get fined.
Be like, hey, check that paperwork. It's all wrong.
I'm moving to Decatur.
There never was a Curtis.
Yeah.
You never catch Mellow Black. You'll never catch Matt Tamburino.
Just throwing out names.
Yeah. Dude, we used to do that in high school.
That's funny.
It was like a big running joke. We had this kid, and like one of my buddies, Levi, would be like, just like, dude, anytime they're like, what is your name? You would hear him say Andy, and you'd be like, holy shit. I was like, dude, Andy has got a bad reputation he has no idea about. like this Levi is tarnishing Andy's name all over the Southeast.
It's like
wanted posters.
It's like where Patrick writes AJ Cagle places, but he only writes it higher on the wall than AJ could write it feasibly.
Shout out my short king, dude.
Dude,
that is a good joke. That's a great joke. That's just fun. That's like Dan Soder having ShaneGillis.com. That's just fun. And the bigger he gets, the funnier that joke gets. Anytime I feel a little down, dude.
Did I ever tell you, my dad once told me a story. He was at a bar that his friend owned, or he was friends with the owner.
Okay.
Like, up the street from where I grew up. It was a bowling alley bar. Yeah, we lived around the corner from the bowling alley.
Boy, the classiest.
But this guy, my dad watched this guy get stung, like, so didn't even try. Like, it was such an obvious. My dad's like, I'm in there, we're talking. Mm-hmm. Two guys walk in khakis and polo shirts. And they sit down. It's like a U-shaped bar. Mm-hmm. My dad's here. They sit down across the U from him. He serves those guys, comes around, he's kind of just like being a bartender. And then like a visibly underage girl walks in, goes to the end of the U, orders a beer, and he just doesn't ask. He just gives her the beer. And my dad's just like...
A tale is old as time, brother.
He's like, there's 4 people in here. 3 of them are cops. And I can tell that just sitting here. And he's like, he just watched his buddy just not even pay attention.
I mean, dude, you get blinded by some tits. I mean, it happens, brother.
I mean, I don't know what this girl looked like, but my dad said he could tell that she was under. Like, he's like, as soon as the girl walked in, he's like, oh, this is a sting. Those 2 guys are cops. Obviously. And yeah, he served. And then those 2 guys stood up, walked over to him, and were like, we got you.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's a rough day at work. You're like, fuck.
Is the owner?
Yeah.
Because I bet if you're the owner and you do that,
to jail.
I bet you get hit hard.
Yeah, you got to send a text, hey, come cover the bar if they don't shut it down. I've been into gas stations. I used to live in this place where you went in and they didn't sell alcohol. All that shit had cardboard over it. And you're like, oh, no, they got you.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Which is crazy, too. It's just crazy. It's crazy to have to, dude. The day that they came in to tell us that was going to start happening, like we're due for somebody to come in, I was busy as shit, and I got a line of these kids from Life University. They all look fucking 12. And I'm not just saying that as like an old dude. I swear to God, I'm like, there's no fucking way. So before everybody comes up ordering, I go, shut up, ID. Got to see it.
Everybody.
I don't even want to hear you. ID first.
How about this? We're going to double line. Do the line, ID check, and then come back around.
Yeah. And everybody had vertical IDs. And you're like, fuck, dude, everybody's 2003. So you're like having to look at the date.
You have to,
fuck you. Then this one girl comes up and she hands me a passport. And I'm like,
Don't like that.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, I'm not a fucking TSA agent, so I'm looking at a passport. Then the girl behind her has an Icelandic ID. And I was like, all right, dude, fucking everybody chill.
Yeah,
Like,
get the manager. You're like, fuck this.
Exactly. I was like, I got to get another pair of eyes on this. And I looked at her. I was like, you better start talking. I need to hear your accent.
Yeah.
Then she started talking. I was like, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, you sound like a Muppet.
You're like, I can smell the fermented fish on your breath.
All right.
Jesus.
All right, Swedish fish, get over here. I saw Icelandic. I was like, that's nice.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, McLovin, dude? You got a Hawaii ID?
That's a lady with Zen pouches in her pocket.
It's funny you say that. She had Zen pouches, and one of the dudes I work with was like, saw her get them out. Was like, can I get one? She goes, can you handle it? She goes, little boy. She had like 12 milligram fucking Zens.
Yeah, they go hard.
She put them upper decker.
Yeah.
She was like 5 foot 100. I was like, dude, this chick.
Instagram tried to get me into the international Zen market at a point where it was like showing me like the strongest ones in the world are like
12 milligrams
48.
Would put my dick in the dirt.
It would crush me.
I would be that lady on the fucking helicopter.
I could handle.
Oh, he's about to throw up.
I think I could handle 12, but I would be uncomfortable. Like I'd go nonverbal for probably 10 minutes.
Get that sweat going, dude.
Oh yeah, I'd be sitting. I get the hiccups. Ugh, it wouldn't be fun. Like it would be a challenge.
I mean, when she said 12, I was like, get the fuck away from me, dude. Nothing is worse than getting sick off a Zen. You know what happened to me the other day? Driving, get a Zen. I'm like, put it in my mouth. It had ripped. Just powdered
I hate it
Zen.
when that happens.
Dude, I almost wrecked the car. I'm like, ugh. It's terrible. Terrible. I didn't know if I was going to die. I was like,
nah, you're fine.
Yeah, I know. But your initial reaction is like, that can't be good for my stomach.
Probably not.
R.I.P. my Tums, dude. I was like, I cannot be the first person this happened to.
Time to pull over, get some Pepto.
Oh, that shit's, I hate that taste. I think it's because I've only tasted it when I'm nauseous.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have like a physical reaction to it.
I only had it one time, and it was when I was shitting and vomiting at the same time.
It's a good time.
And that's
called bullfrogging.
No, that's how the Army solved that problem. They gave me some Pepto, said go to work.
Put a bullet in my head, dude. I'm bad off.
Dude, it was like a week where it like rotated through everybody. Where like everybody had a thing for
and then
like
you know
2
it's
days.
coming for you. You're like, oh God.
Yeah, they just were handing out Pepto basically.
Oh, dude, that's the sickest I've ever been was when I got that food poisoning. I was so bad that like I was dry heaving, but it got to the point where I was just shitting and just throwing up on the floor and being like, I'll get it later.
No.
Because it wasn't anything solid. So it was just like, dude,
that is a broken man.
Dude, down bad, dude.
Oh, that's so bad.
You start praying, dude, to whoever. Just, hey, whoever's listening.
Yeah, because if you're throwing up on the floor, it's because in your mind there's at least a 25% chance that you're not going to live long enough to clean that up.
I was like, I'm dying, dude. I wish I had that 911 call just to help.
Game over, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was bad. That's when I was like, I got to go to the hospital.
I'm glad I've never been like that.
That's when you keep telling yourself, too, though, like, it's not that. It's going to get better. Like, it can't stay like this.
And it just keeps getting worse.
And then the full body cramp started. And that's when I was like, it's going to get to where I can't get out of here. That's when really living by myself dawned on me. Like, it gets bad quick at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. It's not the best. It's a really comforting thing to think about, I find, like right before I go to sleep, you know?
No, every time I eat is when I would think about it, dude. What if I choke on a fucking hot dog?
Yeah. Just like in the shower sometimes.
Dude.
You're just like, I'm just like, there's like a pretty solid sink 3 feet that way.
Mm-hmm. We had a ledge at one of the apartments that we lived at that was behind you in the shower that was just at neck level.
It was
You're
where you want it to be.
So we ate mushrooms one night and somebody was like, what are you scared of? And one of the girls that lived in the apartment with us, she goes, I'm scared of slipping in that shower and breaking my neck and laying in there and nobody coming to find me. And dude, every shower after that.
Everybody was just like
nobody said anything. Like the music was still playing. Everybody was like,
change the vibe, because everybody's like, now I'm scared of that.
Yeah, I was like, now I'm terrified of showers.
Yeah. She goes, why? What are you scared of? And you're like, that now.
Yeah, that now. I was going to say spiders.
Yeah. It was snakes until 10 seconds ago.
mean, I was like, that is some dark shit.
Yeah. Yeah, a scanner darkly fucked me up with food for a little while.
Yeah.
Because there's a guy in that starts choking, and there is another guy there, but he doesn't do anything. He's just like wrapping wrapping a hash pipe, and he's just like acting like he doesn't even notice. And then when the guy's like on the ground, he stands up and starts like and calls the ambulance or calls the.
I almost choked one time at work, and I was so high. I was trying to eat like before my shift, and I almost choked. And I started looking around. I'm like, not one of these idiots would save me. Not one person in here is ready to.
They wouldn't notice what happened until you're passed out on the floor, and then you can't like convey to them why you passed out. Yeah. They just are like, CPR, blow into his mouth. That'll help.
Put a spoon under his tongue. He's having a seizure. Yeah, dude, not great. Yeah, as you look around, you're like, nobody hears CPR start. Nobody's going to Heimlich me.
Yeah, that's where you got to find a chair.
Something. Yeah, figure it out. Run around just choking.
Yeah.
They say the same. I've always worried about that when I'm hiking because they say if you get bit by a rattlesnake, like if you don't find somebody in like 35 minutes, you're going to be in so much pain, you're not going to be able to tell somebody what happened. Oh. They're just going to come up and you're just going to be like, just like, what's wrong? It's just like, holy shit, dude.
Man, something that scared me when I was a kid is my dad was trying to stress safety when you're hunting, like in the woods, because you're in the middle of the woods, you know. Yeah. You got to be extremely safe. He said every year somebody dies from basically they cut themselves gutting a deer, and if you cut yourself in the wrong spot, it's just game over.
God damn, that would
just
suck.
Cut yourself in the middle. I mean, I lost a grandpa and an uncle in the middle of the woods. They were logging.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you got to have a tourniquet.
I mean, grandpa had somebody with him, but like the uncle, I guess it was like a few hours later where people were like, where is he? He should have been back. He was out working over here, and then somebody went out and found him. Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, we had a police officer.
And that was a rough one.
Yeah, that's rough to be out there in the woods by yourself.
Well, that's one of those. It was definitely metal as shit. Whatever happened with that uncle, because thinking back on it, I'm like, I was really not given a lot of detail. Like
that must have been something gnarly, dude.
All I remember is that when I really put it together was thinking back and being like, so all I was ever told was the skidder broke, and that got him in some way. Which a skidder is a giant truck, basically.
Oh my god.
And I'm pretty sure it was a closed casket funeral.
Yeah, it might have been Walk Hard, dude. He might have fucking wrong kid died, dude. Holy shit, bro. What?
He was one of 11.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Logging, dude, it's dangerous.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, you got to have a tourniquet.
Yeah, well, no, I think he got fucking crushed.
Yeah.
I think he got smushed.
Oh my god. Not great.
No, Grandpa just got domed by a tree, like wind changed and fucking.
And that's a quick one though.
Yeah, no, and actually, Grandpa, apparently it had been.
God, your fucking family's like a country song, dude.
Apparently, he had said that's how he wanted. He wanted to die of like a logging accident in the woods that he didn't see coming. Like that's what he was looking for.
Dude, it's like that song "Rye Whiskey," that old drinking song. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey. It's like, if a tree don't fall on me, I'll live till I die. I mean, that's one of the lyrics.
I mean, we're beer people, you know.
Yeah. That's wild, dude.
Well, spotted cows, you know.
Mm-hmm. Damn, dude, dying out in the woods is not a good way to go.
I mean, the thing is, the manner in which you die matters so much. Because
it's true. Mauled by a bear is different than cutting your leg. I just think the realization of like when you cut through, you're like, oh no.
You're like, oh, I have 30 seconds.
A real like fucking was got. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh geez.
Cripes.
Cripes. What do you do there? Do you get a beer? Put his in?
At least that would be quick. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I cut my hand and there was a ton of blood. I couldn't imagine a mained highway. Just be like Kill Bill out there.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
All right, so that's a good segue. Dying out in the woods. I watched a documentary. I missed the goddamn Mike Tyson fight because of it.
Okay.
I got locked in on. It's a documentary called Lost Children, dude. So this whole documentary takes place in Colombia. A plane crashes, a little like 5-person plane, 6-person plane, in the Amazon. You're like,
yeah.
oh, maybe it's not
Where you want to.
dead middle in a bad part where there's like
Yeah.
guerrilla armies that have taken over. It's just like could not be any worse of a place to crash. So it's all about them going out to find these people, right? So the the thing starts and it's like day 12. You're like, Jesus Christ, they haven't found the plane. So when
Yeah.
they go, this is one of the things they glossed over in the documentary. And I was like, what the, wait a minute, back it up. They're like, they found the plane, but they found it because of a little Jungle Book boy that was out there. And he's like milling around the Amazon, never been to civilization.
Nice.
So they're asking this kid, they're like, have you seen anything? And he's like, nah, I haven't seen a plane. He's like, there's a house though. And then they're like walking away. They're like, time out. What? And he's like, yeah, there's a blue house. And they're like, can you take us to it? And he's like, yeah, it's just over here. He's never seen a plane, so he doesn't know what a plane is.
he sees like windows, a door.
Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah. So they go to this plane, crashes. They look in, they find 3 bodies, the mom and the 2 pilots. And they're like, where are these kids? There's a 13-year-old kid, a 7-year-old kid.
So it's a Lord of the Flies situation.
4-year-old kid, and an 11-month-old baby.
Whoa.
So they automatically are kind of like, hey.
They're gone.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Then they find a fucking baby bottle and a diaper. And it's like, wait a fucking minute. So then the military gets involved. Colombian military goes out there. It's like day 25. You're like, holy shit, dude. No fucking way.
Kids are still kicking.
They don't know what to do. They're like hiking in straight lines. They're literally from helicopters with the grandmother's voice, like on speakers, being like, stay put. Like, we know you're scared. Just stay put. So then it's like
those kids are just doing blow in the Colombian jungle.
Just eating like leaves, just like Jungle Book. They're just in a tree. They find him I found him. He was biting me.
Becoming feral.
So they get these indigenous dudes.
It's the scariest 11-month I've ever seen.
That thing's running on all 4s. So they get the indigenous dudes, right? They don't want to help the military because they're like, fuck these guys. These guys fuck with us. We're not friends. The one guy's like, we're not friends with anybody that carries a gun. A lot of the guys that are indigenous are like people that got recruited as child soldiers that like got out of that and were like, I want nothing to do with that. Like, fuck you. I'm peaceful now. Then they find out there's little niños involved. So they're like, all right, we'll help out. So then they show the indigenous dudes. The army guys, they're like all like they got all their equipment, they got their guns, and then they show the indigenous guys. They're laughing at the military people because they hike in a straight line, and they're like, "That's not, dude." These guys are in like breeze pants and t-shirts with like knapsacks on, and they're like crawling through the jungle. I was like, "These are the guys I want to go with."
They're walking around looking like me walking to McCracken's.
That's for real. They're like in the Amazon, and they're just like. It's crazy. They're taking this powder that's
There's a dude with a powder.
Dog, they're eating a powder that's called MAMBE. It's made from coca leaves. And all they say is they're like, it helps silence your mind. So we listen to the forest.
Buddy, that's cocaine.
Dog. It shows them taking fucking spoonfuls of this shit. And then they cut to the fire. Everybody's just like. So the one guy is there, and he's like the shaman spiritual leader. And he's telling the military dudes, because they're like hiking together now. They're helping them. And he's telling them, he's like, yo, there's the windows out here. And that's like demons.
Oh,
so
good.
the one guy, the military guy, they're doing the interview. He's like, hey, I'm strictly Catholic. I don't believe in that shit. I don't get involved with that shit. Well, then in the middle of the night, these dudes wake up, and they're like, somebody's walking through the campsite. Somebody's here. Somebody just grabbed me. Somebody's here. And the one dude's just sitting there. He's like, it's the duendas. And the guy's like, shut the fuck up, man.
He's starting to lose it.
Their compasses aren't working. Dude, it shows their like GoPro footage. They're running through the jungle like with flashlights. Like, dude, full trip. Then it cuts back to the interview. And the guy's like, there are supernatural things in the jungle.
He's like, okay.
Like, shit we don't understand. Like, I was watching that because it's so thick. Like, when they're in the jungle, it's so, dude, terrifying.
The jungle is maybe the scariest biome.
Scary, dude. Like when it was showing the little flashlight, the little circle just scanning the jungle at night, and this dude's talking about demons.
It's just walls. You're just looking.
They get like 35 days in, 37 days in, and they're going to leave. The one dude's like, we're going to leave. So the indigenous people are like, hold on. we're going to do ayahuasca about it. So, dude,
tried and true method.
They fly in the route.
We're gonna
dropped off by helicopter.
Bro.
And they only have 2 doses, right? They're like, yo, we got 2 doses. First guy takes it. He's the father of the children, right? He's out there trying to find. He's the stepfather of the children. They're like, we're giving you this. The jungle's going to tell you where these kids are. He immediately throws it up. Like, cannot keep it down. They're like, what a waste. Like, the jungle doesn't want you to have this experience. So then the shaman's like,
all right,
let me do it, baby. So he drinks it. Goes jaguar mode, bro. He completely turns into a jaguar. Says he's going through the forest. Mother, like ayahuasca's guiding him through the forest. He's having a hellacious trip. He's battling the duendas. Like
he's like chewing on lizards.
He said he just went straight jaguar mode, dude. Just like,
did he find the kids?
And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the demons, okay?
If he found the kids tripping balls, like, that's the funniest.
So here's the next thing, dude. Spoiler alert. If you want to watch The Lost Children, skip past it. So the next day, everybody wakes up. They're like,
he walks in and the kids are in a circle around a glass coffee table inexplicably. Just
everybody else is like, we're going to go up this hill. It's our last day. We're leaving after this if we don't find the kids. My man's like, I'm not even leaving the campsite. We'll find them today at 3. And they're like, oh, whatever, dude. Like, he ain't back. Like, he's not fully back.
He's still hanging out somewhere else.
So the indigenous dudes, dude, when they show them, they had these fat fucking blunts of tobacco, and they show them like when they're doing their pre-day like rituals. They're like, make sure the tobacco all day flowing.
You do know that a blunt of tobacco is also known as a cigar, right?
But it's not a cigar. It's like a hand rolled, like, dude, it looks like a Cheech and Chong. Like, it's crazy. So these dudes are just milling through. Fucking looks over. Here's a baby crying. Indigenous guy finds the kids at 3:00.
Tripping?
No. But it's exactly what the tripping guy said. He's like, you're going to find them up over this thing. And there they are. And they were saying that the little boy was going to die. Like, he had 2 days left. The baby was like, they're all malnourished and shit.
Yeah.
So then they interviewed the
How
little
far
girl.
did they travel?
It wasn't that big of a thing, but it's so but they did. Yeah. They fucking hiked. Like,
did they like jump in with that Mickey guy's expedition through hell? Like, did they like jump on that train for a little leg?
Dude, they did 40 fucking days, which like half of that guy's Mickey's group didn't make it 40 days, and they were asking. They're like, so what happened? The little girl was like, dude, I woke up, my mom was dead, so I was like, oh shit, my mom's dead. So she gets the baby out and she's like, I knew, this girl's 13. She was like, I knew the baby had to eat more than us. Like, the baby needs more food. She's like, my mom taught me which fruit to eat in the jungle. Because they're like from Colombia.
Yeah.
So she starts eating fruit. She makes a fishing rod, catches fish, is feeding them raw fish. They're eating raw fish like little fucking feral babies.
Whoa.
She's out there changing diapers. She said the dude from the crash, she couldn't walk for 20 days. So for 20 days, she's dragging herself on her hands and knees, walking with the kids.
Oh my God, dude.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? She's like, one day, my sister almost sat on a snake. So I killed it with a stick. You're like, dude, This girl is a fucking
hardcore
badass.
lady, dude.
Hardcore.
She's going to be a CIA assassin in 6 years.
Turns out the dad now has all these allegations, and I guess the dad was beating the mother and I guess abusing the children, and that's why the mother got on the plane and was leaving, was to take him to the grandmother. And that's why the indigenous dudes were like, see, I knew ayahuasca, like Mother Ayahuasca wouldn't let you have the experience. Yeah.
Whoa.
40 days in the fucking Amazon, dude.
That would suck so bad.
4 kids, dude.
I would find a way to die like 6 hours in.
The first night.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how scary it was? They had one little plastic flashlight, dude.
As soon as the sun starts going down, I'm finding a cliff.
That's legitimately Dora the Explorer. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that girl was out there for real life in it, dude. I was like, what?
Backpack.
I was like, no fucking way. And it happened on the day that the guy said it was going to happen. And the indigenous people found him. I was like, damn, dude. I just like that. It's like day 30. They're like, we'll do ayahuasca about it.
Which is, that's such a funny response. Like,
just taking cocaine at night. They're like, it calms the mind. Yeah, you're numb. You're just smoking tobacco all day. That does sound fire though. A little coke, big old cigarette.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
A cigarette that never goes away. That's a dream on coke. Those guys figured it out, bro.
Living the life.
You'll smoke a whole pack.
I mean, they all die at 35, but
I mean, I could not. That's what I got hooked on that fucking documentary. I couldn't put it down, and it's in Spanish, which is nice because it's so beautiful.
It was better than Tyke Myson, though.
Oh, dude, people, it's like, dude, you got duped again. Like people are like, it was rigged.
Yeah,
duh. Mike Tyson was on mushrooms, just out there.
It would be funny if he like. How hard would it be to fight, though? I feel like, you know,
mushrooms.
I mean? Yeah,
I don't know, but there's an NFL player that used to take mushrooms.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
And he took too many one day, and he said he walked out of the Dallas Cowboys stadium.
Well, he said he would. He was saying he would take some in the locker room before the first half, and then again at halftime.
Well, yeah, you can't be coming down.
Double up.
Yeah, you can't come down on mushrooms during a game. That's a fucking nightmare. I just feel like it's like when you eat mushrooms at a concert, you're like, dude, I'm going to get so locked in. And then you just end up like fucking staring at the person next to you. Like, what's this guy doing with his hands?
Never tried it, but
yeah, it's not always the best.
Yeah, it seems like it goes wrong about 50% of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or you're just in the bathroom shitting. You're just missing the whole show.
Half of the stories, it seems like it went bad. Half of the stories I hear about people being like, I did a bunch of mushrooms and went to a concert. Half of the time it's like, and then I watched everybody I love become a demon at that concert. You're like, oh, that sounds like a horrible time.
I went to the Roots. We're playing before the Black Crowes, right? And I was like, I'll catch the end of the Roots, see the Black Crowes. Dude, I was at the Roots. The sun starts beating down on me. We're on sand, so it's reflecting up. I'm in cargo shorts and a T-shirt.
Hell yeah.
On mushrooms, dude.
That's the uniform.
Yeah, and sandals. And immediately as I'm watching the Roots, it went from it's hot out here to like, I'm gonna just immediately threw up in a crowd of people onto my feet, and everybody's like, ew.
Aww.
And I'm like trying to walk away, and I'm like falling into people. People were like pushing me off.
Just puke, boy. Cover.
And I kept trying to tell people it was just mushrooms. Like that was better. I thought that was better than being drunk. I was like, it's just mushrooms. They're like, you're still gross. Yeah, and then I proceeded to wait, which only it was 30 minutes before the Black Crow show, but I went to hell. It took 3 lifetimes, dude. It was insane.
Longest 30 minutes of your life?
Before the show, just sitting there waiting on music and just spiraling in my thoughts. The guy next to me was telling his friend about how he climbs these poles and does the light bulbs. Like on top
you
of
were
those
just
things.
thinking about
yeah,
that?
I was just listening to this guy. He was taking me on a horrific fucking trip of heights. Like I was feeling like dizzy, and I couldn't get up because I had found a place. I was like, it was crazy. And then once the show started, it was better. But you're just at a whim of people you don't know around you. Like you're just like, I'm gonna go to a concert where most people are drunk and just out of their minds, and you're like psychedelically sensitive. Like, let me just squeeze in here. Please don't be chaotic.
That's hard for a lot of drunk people. I say that as a drunk myself.
Concerts are tough. That's a tough place to be around when you get
and
people
I honestly,
don't behave.
I don't love drinking at concerts that much.
You have to pee too much. I mean, you spend half of the concert in the bathroom.
Concerts, honestly, are the best sober.
I like a little weed.
That makes sense.
But there is that anxiety once you start getting stoned of like lighting a joint. You're like, am I about to get in trouble? Like, you never feel comfortable.
Nah, just hang out, enjoy the tunes, bro.
Yeah. Or the classic. Can I hit that? No, dude. No, dude.
The tunes are my trip.
Yeah, in 2024 BC or PC, past COVID, you want me to fucking pass this thing? The fuck away from me.
Remember when they were testing? I saw I only got tested twice for COVID, but that was what a nightmare test that was.
It can't be good for you. I'd love to see that.
Just like, here, we're going to shove this so far up your nose.
Yeah, we're going to deep head your fucking nostrils, dude. It touches your brain. Like, it literally, there was like a spark that happened.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, I think you turned something off up there.
You just immediately one side of your face goes numb. Oh shit, we turned off the left side. Just shit yourself. They're like, wrong button.
Dude, that would be so funny. It's just as soon as it goes up, just explosive diarrhea. Go in there in white pants. Where
it's like totally not your fault. You're just like, what did you just do?
Wearing like board shorts.
Yeah, you're like, dude, you just ruined my day. Like, what the fuck? I can't even come into the show. I got shitty pants.
I was about to get on a plane.
Yeah, you're outside the Joe Rogan Comedy Club. Dude. They were testing people in line. Could you imagine?
You just got pulled from the bucket for Kill Tony.
Which, honestly, I really wish... the people got so mad at him. That was so funny.
It was so dumb.
It was one of those things where I was like, I almost want to see it go the other way just to see him being the Archduke Ferdinand starting a world war would have been fucking hilarious.
Bro.
Somebody in a bolo tie and a cowboy hat kicks off the Third World War. I've never taken anything somebody in a bolo tie has ever said.
No,
seriously.
you can't.
Mm-mm.
Unless it's about steak.
True. Or like steak or like a cow pussy.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how many conversations you've had about cow pussy.
I just meant like where they have their whole arm in a cow's ass. You're like, yeah. Dude.
Well, that's how you find out where the good steaks are.
Dude, what do you think is... I got on a weird thing with my algorithm of looking up stupid expensive food. You know, like those $2,000 steaks.
Yeah, that happens.
It's just infuriating. Every video.
Why is this even...
Well, you melt cheese on top of it, you fucking heathen, dude.
I got a Wagyu steak a while ago, and it was like fine.
We did Wagyu fucking hamburgers.
It's too fatty.
Yeah.
It's like, give me some meat.
Yeah, dude, I got home last night, and Christina was like, I haven't eaten. Can you cook? I'll heat the grill. And, dude, I got home. It was like Wagyu fucking meat, so I'm not used to it. I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm fucking this. It's like, God damn it. Can we just fucking... Can I come home to a hot cooked meal?
Let's just get some regular steaks.
I was like, no wonder people came home furious, dude. I was really feeling Mad Men. I can't come home to a fresh cooked meal. Like, dude.
You're like watching the penguin with her, and you're like looking over every once in a while. You're like, you see those scratches on his hand? Do you see that?
Man, that show just phenomenal.
It's good, yeah.
I hope that the next movie is good. I really hope they don't just start fucking it up. I don't want the Joker. Not one more time. I'm done.
It's been redone too many times. And too poorly.
There's so many other good bad guys. You're like, can we just get away from the Joker and fucking Two-Face? If they try to do Mr. Freeze.
I mean, Arnold knocked that out of the park better than it could ever be done.
You could have Conor McGregor, dude.
Conor McGregor is Mr.
The ball-headed
Freeze.
fucking Conor McGregor, dude.
Actually, I like it.
That's the only way. And he doesn't change his accent. The red panties, Batman.
I don't think he can. I don't think that guy's much of an actor. I think he can just play himself.
Yeah. It would just be like his role in Roadhouse, except cold.
Yeah.
Hard nipples.
But with hard nipples instead.
Yeah, if they try to do Mr. Freeze, you can't do Mr. Freeze. There's certain ones you can't do. I would love to see a Poison Ivy. It would be nice.
Yeah. Scarecrow?
Scarecrow would be crazy in the dark fucking Batman. It would be spooky.
Yeah. Spooky Scarecrow.
Spooky Scarecrow, dude. Because Poison Ivy, we only got her when Robin had nipples on his suit. That's that. You know what I mean? That was outrageous.
I did see one of those fan theories in meme format about the show where somebody was saying that the lady's therapist was supposed to be Scarecrow.
The Julian? Yeah, that makes sense.
The Julian.
The Julian, dude. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was trying not to fucking die from that. Yeah, because he keeps coming back in.
Yeah, and it felt like he didn't really fill in. Like, he was there too much and did too little. Like, too little to be there as much as he was, you know?
That would be cool if he was a scarecrow. That would be dope. And then she got the note at the end. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was top notch. And then they said at the end, if you notice in the courtroom, it had the owl outline. So they're saying that it's going to be the Court of Owls, which is just going to be like Eyes Wide Shut type.
Yeah.
Illuminati, Rothschilds.
You mean the real world?
yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm scared enough.
Maybe, you know.
I keep looking at those videos where they show me who owns the fucking shampoo aisle. I'm like, God damn it, dude. You got me again. Why? Yeah. So where are we at? What are we doing?
I mean, we're deep. 120.
Nice. You got anything?
Deep.
We did it.
Let me double check. I don't think so.
No, we got that show. I'm on that show with you, January 11th. No, what is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cubanos in Roswell.
Yeah, Cubanos, Roswell. We'll
January
both be doing
11th.
some time.
We're going to be doing another garage show New Year's Eve.
Nice. That's dope. Yeah, man. Everybody, dude, shout out to all the new listeners, everybody that's coming up to me at like work and shit, talking about the episodes. Thank you. Just keep telling people to subscribe and look it up, man.
Comment. Like.
Yeah. Comment. Definitely comment. Tell us what you think.
Get the Patreon if you want to be really cool.
Yeah. We're going to start. Yeah, I got some ideas for that too. So, all right, man. Thank you.